are you serious? I know the Doors Hotel Plus update happened nearly a month ago already, and we've already gone through 125 plus secrets for the game in previous videos, but the developers just keep adding in more and more. These are 6 new secrets we missed in Doors Hotel Plus. What other secrets have we missed? Comment them down below, and you better like and subscribe, or else there won't be any more secrets. That would be pretty sad if it's true. Number 1, name reveal. As we know, many of the entities' names in Roblox Doors aren't actually real at all. This is why the guiding light simply refers them as the one you call. That itself isn't a major secret, but what's interesting is that 3 new entities recently have had their names confirmed, and it was thanks to the developers over on Twitter. And you guessed it, it was Redibles, the co-developer for Roblox Doors. They simply messaged that Jeff's full legal name is actually Jeff Tholomew Von Tenticle. What? I'm sorry, Jeff, but what kind of name is that, my guy? Some name from the 1700s, I bet. Jokes aside, it is a pretty major secret, especially since this is one of the first major name confirmations we've had for any entity within Doors. But wait, we're not finished. A player then asked about Bob and El Goblino's name as well, as if those weren't their actual names. To which Red did answer Bob's name as Bob Skelly Friend and El Goblino Pank Carmen IV. Well, it definitely makes sense why the developers love their paintings so much, but these 3 entities are the only characters in the game to have actual confirmed real names, as also stated by Redibles. We can also confirm this with the classified Doors files. Bob's mall name is actually literally called Skelly Friend, which was pretty odd at first. Number 2, fake Dupe. Well, with Dupe and the gang being out for nearly a month, I'm sure all of you have ran into their jump scare at least once by now. But there was a big secret uncovered, especially when it comes to one of the rooms that they could spawn in. We do know that Dupe loves to harass players, especially when it comes to cloning locked key rooms in the later stages. But in this specific T-shaped locked hallway with a blocked middle, there will always be a fake door on the opposite side of the entrance. This happens due to the fact that the real door was always placed at the end of the other hallway from the right turn. It's just how the room was programmed by the developers. Okay, so why is Dupe even in this room if it's always going to have the same layout? Honestly, the entity itself got duped if you think about it, especially since now you guys will always know where they'll spawn within this specific room. Number 3, stolen skull? When talking about skulls within Roblox Doors, you already know we're talking about Bob, one of the friendly entities within Jeff's shop. Other than being completely lifeless and possibly even dead, there's a big secret that came out more specifically with the head of this entity. If we take a look at the Roblox item catalog and search skull, there are many different versions of skulls around, but this one titled Friendly Skull by Terabyte seems pretty sus. A side-by-side comparison does show that both skulls have the same shape and features, and if we head over to the rendered mesh page for the skull, it is pretty apparent that it's the same skull. Redibles himself confirmed this over on Twitter recently. The current Bob skull is actually a UGC item that I did not make, so I am swapping it out for a mesh made by me to prevent any issues. Bro just got caught in 4K HD right there, man. I would have never even noticed that the Bob skull was taken from the Roblox catalog, but we do have some good news. Redibles posted a screenshot of the new head that they rendered for the entity, and I can proudly say that this new head mesh looks way more apart compared to the old one. Number 4, new dialogue? Many of you would never know this, especially if you haven't bought the newest Doors UGC merch within the game, more specifically tied to El Goblino. Apparently when players equip these items and head over to El Goblino in order to interact with them, they will have 2 newly updated messages that we haven't seen yet before. If players equip the El Goblino shoulder pal, they do state,
Oh yeah, hombre. It's that little me I see on your shoulder. Never mind, I think I'm seeing things.
Also, when players equip the El Goblino UGC head, they will respond with,
You look just like me, dude. Muy guapo.
This was added in a more recent silent update along with the UGC, but it does make you wonder if the developers will add more dialogue, especially with some of the older UGC in the future. Number 5, double window? I'm sure we all know about the infamous figure cutscene, especially when it comes to them burning in fire and falling right through the window as a funny ragdoll. But this left behind a major mystery as to how the entity was able to teleport back, especially in order to initiate the ending chase sequence of the game. Previously, we have shown the breaking window from the cutscene as it's just chilling in the void underneath, but Krusty did show us something else that I completely missed. Apparently, within the room where the Baldcraft secret lies after the cutscene, another broken window appears, which spawns the figure for the ending event. Wait, seriously? Did they really break another window? Man doesn't even need to pay for all the damage too. He's a literal mafia boss. Number 6, the Sigil. You thought you knew everything when it came to the crucifix in Roblox Doors? Well, think again. There's a deeper secret that comes to the item, especially along with the sigil effect on the ground when it is used against other entities within the game. Dupe is the only entity that doesn't show it because the player literally throws the crucifix into the door, but if we take a closer look at the sigil, we can notice some rather random and interesting characters. It just seems to be a bunch of random shapes, designs, or maybe even hieroglyphics. Well, actually, these characters is in the font known as Wingdings. And here's an idea. Why not use a cipher in order to decode this potentially big secret message? And that's what a player did within the Doors community. Apparently, the Doors wiki states that when translated with a cipher, the message reads, "One of the 3 architects marked Celestials assists you." We can actually confirm this with the cipher alphabet table. I'm going to stop you right there though. What the heck do they mean by one of the 3 architects marked Celestials? Do they mean Guiding Light and Curious Light? And if so, who is the 3rd light? Would they be introduced in a future update, possibly within Floor 2? It makes you wonder if certain entities have their own versions of Guiding Light, especially when Chains and the Sigil turns red on Figure and Seek, more specifically. I guess it's another major mystery we'll have to talk and discuss about in the comments below.